Today, we talked about in Mark how sometimes we go through things, but Jesus is there and He delivers us. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about one or two instances of those times when that was true with me, which strengthened my faith. Hello, this is Lynn Graham, and this is a 5-minute family video. Let me give you a couple of illustrations about how God was with me and ministered to me and increased my faith. Well, there's times when you don't have a lot of money. And when I was in college, that was one of those times. And I knew, and I didn't have any money to pay for my tuition when I went to go pick up I forgot what they even call it now because it's been over 30 years ago. But when you go pick up your syllabus, or not your syllabus, but your schedule for the year, right? And so I didn't have any money to pay, didn't have a job, didn't have money for books. So I was pretty broke. In fact, I was going around picking up pennies in my closet to try to have enough money to buy cornmeal. And that was amazing. And so leading up to that would be times when I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, and then I would be invited to someplace. I remember like the spring before, or it might have been that summer, I ran into a friend of mine and we're walking to class, and he goes, "Hey Lynn, let me invite you to lunch. I'll buy." And then about that time period, one of my neighbors said, "Lynn, why don't you come on over and eat at our house tonight?" I can tell you, those kind of things never happen. And sometimes when you're in a drought like that, and things like that normally don't happen to you. Remember the man who was crippled from birth, and the disciples asked Jesus, says, "Hey Jesus, who sent him or his parents that he would be born like that?" He goes, "Neither, but for the glory of the Lord to be revealed." And then he healed the guy. So sometimes you can be in a drought most of your life, for something, but it's so that God's glory can be revealed, because He'll do something great. He'll either do it in this life or the next eternity. And Jesus points out to Himself that sometimes the prophets didn't get the reward because they were hoping for a greater reward that was in heaven. But He encourages us. So anyway, so I went to go pick up my schedule, and an accounting error, because I had taken a course in the summer or something like that, and I canceled the course. I don't know what it was, but the bill didn't show up exactly right then. But it was a little bit of amount, and it was under $200, and I had enough just to pay it. And then I was so encouraged because, I was thinking about, I wasn't going to leave because I thought God wanted me there at the University of Alabama. So I wasn't going to drop out, but I had heard so other people said, this kind of weighs on a person when you don't know where your resources are going to come from to pay for your college, and people typically will drop out, but I felt like the Lord wanted me to be there. So I went home and I opened up my mailbox, and there was a letter from my dad, and he had sent me to check for books. And you got to understand, my dad, he wasn't really going to be helping me out. And I think I remember him saying he wasn't going to help me out that semester, but to come home on that day and find a check, it was just enough to cover books. Well, I was so encouraged by that. I went to go tell a non-believing friend of mine. And as soon as he opened up the door, he goes, "Hey, he got me a job at a restaurant waiting tables." Yeah. But I was coming there to tell him how God ministered to my needs. And God will do that for you, too. But now, was I a little bit stressed about where I was going to pay for it? Yeah, a little bit. But, I cast it upon the Lord, and I felt like the Lord wanted me to be there. I didn't know how I was going to pay for it. Now, it seems to me late after that semester or something like that, the accounting error kind of cleared up or something like that, and so I paid up, but I had a job and I had the ability to do it. But that's the kind of stuff God does, and He's done that to me more than once, and He'll do it to you too, because He really wants to encourage you. The Bible says, "Hey, I'm for you, not against you. I'm not there. I don't want to thwart your plans," the Bible says. No, He does discipline us. He does prune back, and He does put us in situations like the disciples out in the boat in the middle of the night, more than once. And where our faith is, He's testing our faith, and it gets us to put our trust in Him. He did it for me, and He'll do it for you. Have a good day.